Hi, this is Mark with ShotRock. I'm going to introduce you to the StarBox for those that want to know. This is mainly for IT guys and for technicians that want to understand what a StarBox is and what it does. StarBox is used on the platform called Business Voice Plus. Business Voice alone is just a cloud base, but a Business Voice Plus uses a StarBox. We have a configuration here on the screen of what a simple StarBox looks like. Depending whatever size you have, there's going to be 3 connections: a LAN 1, 2, and 3. LAN 1 is for your network, goes to your network. LAN 2 will connect to your router. LAN 3 will connect to the WAN. If you notice, these are color coded too: green, blue, and yellow. And actually, the boxes have that same color, and they use the same color Cat5 cables, just so it's easy for you to troubleshoot later on. If everything's black, sometimes it all the cables look the same. So it's handy that they provide you with a green, a blue, and a yellow cable and connection to help you figure this out when you're plugging in stuff. And it's easier to troubleshoot, to find things. We're going to start at the number 3 first, because it's kind of most important. What we have here is we have the Sangoma network and going through the cloud, and it's the WAN network, and we have StarBox is sitting on a spare WAN IP address not used by any other equipment. And this can get confusing sometimes for for IT guys. When I say, hey, I need a spare IP, a WAN IP address, they a lot of times will just give me their IP address that they're using for the router. No, it has to be a spare WAN IP address, one not being used by anybody else. So we program the spare WAN IP address in the portal and within the StarBox. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. So again, on your cable, you go from LAN 3 on the connection to the WAN port of your provider, either Cox or AT&T or whoever you happen to use. You'll plug directly into it. And then this LAN 2 connection will go to your router. What this does is that the settings will come in through the WAN, go into the box here, and then come back out to your router. This device, the StarBox, will be in bridge mode, and it doesn't touch any of your data. Really important. It touches none of the IT guys' data. It just tags the voice data on the coming in and helps provide quality of service. For some reason, it's something's going on and the network is getting bogged down, it will give priority to the voice calls, and it doesn't matter if a web browser is a half a second late, but the voice can't show up late. So this will provide that QoS for the quality of service for the phone calls and the voice quality. So it really helps out with that. So that will connect to your router. And then LAN 1 will connect to your network. Now, if you have a Netgear StarBox, that will hook up to LAN 24 on your 24 port network switch if you're using a pre-programmed Netgear provided by Sangoma. And if you look on top of the Sangoma router, or not, excuse me, Sangoma switch, it'll have a little sticker there that tells you where to hook it up actually. And then what happens here, this StarBox will provide VLAN 41 with this IP scheme for the telephone. So when you plug a phone into your network and it's a PoE switch, it'll power up the phone. The phone is pre-programmed to go and look for VLAN 41, and it'll get an IP address from the StarBox with a scheme here. And if you go to a Yearly phone and you press the OK button, you'll see with a BV Plus, Business Voice Plus system, you'll see that I'll have this 10.41.22 IP scheme. Then in the pass-through port, because you're connected to this router here, it will, and your router is connected to the network, of course, your network, it will provide your computers with whatever network settings you have. I just threw in VLAN 1 and a default IP scheme right there. So whatever your router is providing will show up for your computers or whatever other devices you have. But the phones, again, will show up WAN 41 with that IP scheme. So there's two settings here I'm going to go through. The StarBox is programmed with a spare WAN IP address, and then in the portal, the same IP address is assigned to the StarBox as well. I'm going to go through and show you that real quick. Let's see. I'm going to go right here. Show you the next slide. So if you were to plug in your laptop when you get this StarBox and it's not in bridge mode, you will plug your laptop into the router position, which is LAN 2. So the number 2 connection, you're going to plug in your laptop and it will receive DHCP, and you're going to get a 10.40.47 IP scheme on your laptop, and you can browse to 10.40.47.1, and you'll be welcomed, and you're going to need to put in the password, your username and password, and I will give that to you in a different email. I don't want to provide it on the internet, but contact your local support team to give you that information. So you can get into the StarBox and make these settings. Once you get in, this is the welcome screen that you're going to show right here. You have it just tells you if the system is up and some basic information. A lot of this is just tech support stuff that the Sangoma support will look at. It really doesn't mean much to you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the this network scheme right here, the network CCM network on the StarBox. You click on that, and then you'll see at this screen here, and then you're going to click on the configuration screen. And now you're at the configuration screen, and what you want to do is you want to click on specify IP address. It'll be on obtain automatically. You don't want that. You can't use it. You have to click on specify an IP scheme. Then you enter the IP address. Again, the WAN IP address, not a LAN. A LAN cannot be used. It must be on a WAN. You'll put in the WAN IP address, the subnet, and the gateway. All right, that's all you do there. You're going to leave the DNS 1 and 2 default. Just leave those default. And then what you're going to do is simply save the configuration and then reboot the StarBox. And have all your stuff is connected correctly. Wait 5 minutes for the StarBox to reboot. And you should be able to, if you have the ability to do it, is to go ahead and ping that WAN IP address, and you'll see it come online eventually. Just to let you know, when you reboot the StarBox, your internet will go down if you have this in bridge mode and the internet is going through the StarBox. And it should do that because that's what it's for, and it provides a great testing point if you have any kind of issues in the future. And again, it only touches the voice, it never touches the data. All right, done that. Now I need to go into the portal, and I've gone into our portal here. This is in our office. You can go into portal on your phone system, and you're going to come down here to, if I can find it because I haven't done it in a while, here it is, under System Management. You're going to click on to StarBox Settings. You click on Network, and you're going to click on the WAN Ethos 0, the little wheel right there. Click on that. You're going to put it in bridge mode, and you're going to have a static connection, and then you're going to put in all your public IP information right there. And once you've done that, you'll click Save, and you'll save it, and then it will actually connect to the StarBox. You have to do both of them to make all this work, but you'll do that. Now, let's say you're going to change your IP address. Maybe something's happened. You've got to get a new internet provider, or you're going to move the system. The best thing you can do is come into the portal while the system is working, change your IP addresses, push the save, and when you're ready, wait about 5 minutes, reboot the StarBox before you take it offline. So you've either rebooting it now and you've changed the IP settings for your StarBox in here in the portal. You won't touch it in the StarBox. The StarBox will pull this information down and come on with the new IP address. Okay, that's important. So if you're going to move, go into the portal while the StarBox is online, push the new information, wait 5 minutes, unplug the StarBox, and then power it back on at the new location or connected to the new internet, and it will come online because you've already pushed the save down to. And after the reboot, it's when it actually takes and sticks in the box. If for any reason you do anything and you don't save, it's not gonna work. You can save it, you can wait a day or two, it doesn't matter. But once the StarBox gets rebooted, that's when these settings take effect. All right, that's basically everything in a nutshell. If you have any questions, just give me a holler here at ShotRock Help Desk. That's helpdesk@shotrock.com. Talk to you later. Bye.